The most fascinating paradox in luxury lies not in what people display, but in what they choose to conceal. While fashion magazines scream about designer labels and social media influencers flash their latest purchases, true sophistication operates on an entirely different frequency. There exists a secret language among the genuinely affluent, one that speaks through subtle gestures, refined choices, and an almost ethereal quality that cannot be purchased at any price point. Today, we will decode 7 fundamental principles that separate authentic elegance from mere expensive decoration. And by the end of this exploration, you will possess the knowledge to command respect in any room without uttering a single word about your wealth. First, let us examine the art of emotional regulation, what sophisticated circles call the mastery of composure. When confronted with rudeness, incompetence, or deliberate provocation, individuals with genuine class demonstrate an almost supernatural ability to remain unaffected. This response, or rather lack thereof, stems from years of navigating high-stakes social situations where emotional outbursts are career-ending mistakes. Consider the aristocrat who maintains perfect serenity when a waiter spills wine on their $1,500 jacket. Or the business magnate who responds to hostile questioning with nothing more than a slight smile. Their power emanates from restraint, from the understanding that reactions reveal more about your character than your words ever could. This emotional discipline manifests physically through relaxed facial muscles, steady breathing, and eyes that convey understanding rather than judgment. The truly wealthy have encountered every form of social manipulation, every type of difficult personality, and they respond with the calm of someone who has witnessed far more challenging situations. Their silence becomes a form of communication, their pause a demonstration of inner strength. Subscribe now to unlock more secrets of authentic luxury living. Second, we explore the significance of deliberate physical presence, the way refined individuals inhabit space. Observe how members of established wealthy families move through their environment with an almost choreographed precision. Their gestures flow with intention, never hurried, never careless, as if each movement has been considered and refined over generations. This physical grace stems from childhood lessons in deportment, years of formal dining experiences, and a lifetime of understanding that body language communicates status more effectively than any logo. Watch how they handle objects. Crystal glasses lifted by the stem to preserve temperature and prevent fingerprints, coats draped rather than thrown, doors opened with consideration for those following. These micro-movements create an aura of competence and control that expensive clothing alone cannot replicate. Their walking pace suggests they operate on a different timeline, one where rushing indicates poor planning rather than importance. Every gesture reflects years of practice, from the way they sign documents to how they extend their hand in greeting. Third, we address the sophisticated understanding of color psychology and its role in projecting quiet wealth. The color palette of genuine luxury revolves around what fashion historians call the aristocratic neutral spectrum. These tones communicate refinement through their very subtlety. Warm ivory that flatters without demanding attention, rich navy that conveys authority without aggression, and perfectly balanced greys that serve as the foundation for timeless elegance. Consider how old money families have dressed for generations, favoring colors that photograph beautifully in natural light and age gracefully over time. These hues work harmoniously together, allowing the wearer to create sophisticated combinations without the risk of appearing costume-like or trend-driven. The psychology behind these choices runs deeper than mere aesthetic preference. These colors signal membership in a group that values longevity over novelty, substance over flash. When wealthy individuals do incorporate pattern, they choose designs with historical significance, subtle tartans, classic tweeds, or minimal stripes that reference maritime or equestrian traditions. The key lies in understanding undertones, choosing warm camels over cool beiges, cream over stark white, and deep chocolates over harsh blacks. Fourth, we examine the transformative power of precise tailoring and its role in creating an expensive appearance regardless of price point. The difference between looking costly and looking cheap often comes down to a few critical measurements and strategic alterations. Professional tailoring addresses the fundamental truth that ready-to-wear clothing is designed for average bodies, while luxury appearance requires garments that conform to individual proportions. Consider how a properly fitted blazer transforms the wearer's silhouette. Shoulders that sit precisely at the natural shoulder line, sleeves that reveal just the right amount of shirt cuff, and a waist that creates an elegant taper without appearing restrictive. Similarly, trouser hemming determines whether an outfit appears expensive or off the rack, with the correct break creating clean lines that elongate the leg and maintain the garment's intended proportions. The investment in tailoring extends beyond formal wear to include basic pieces like jeans, casual shirts, and even knitwear. When clothing fits as if it were created specifically for your body, the brand becomes irrelevant, and the overall effect suggests custom couture rather than mass production. This attention to fit reflects the wealthy understanding that their appearance represents not just personal style, but family reputation and business credibility. Fifth, we explore the principle of visual simplicity and its connection to authentic luxury aesthetics. The most expensive-looking individuals understand that true sophistication lies in editing rather than adding, in creating harmony rather than excitement. This philosophy extends beyond clothing to encompass grooming, accessories, and overall presentation. Their hairstyles favor classic cuts that require skill to execute but appear effortless once styled. Their jewelry consists of fewer, higher-quality pieces chosen for their craftsmanship rather than their ability to attract attention. Even their fragrance choices reflect this restraint, favoring subtle scents that create intrigue rather than announcing their presence from across a room. The principle applies equally to their social media presence, where they share carefully curated glimpses of their lifestyle rather than constant documentation of their activities. This visual restraint communicates confidence in their position, suggesting they have nothing to prove and everything to protect. Their homes reflect the same philosophy, featuring quality materials, classic proportions, and carefully chosen art rather than ostentatious displays of wealth. Sixth, we analyze the importance of confident movement and posture in creating an aura of expensive sophistication. The way wealthy individuals carry themselves reflects decades of training, both formal and informal, in the art of commanding presence. Their posture communicates ownership of space without aggression, confidence without arrogance, and accessibility without vulnerability. This physical presence begins with proper spinal alignment, creating a silhouette that appears both relaxed and alert. Their walking pace suggests they control their schedule rather than being controlled by it, moving with purpose but never appearing rushed or frantic. When they enter a room, their presence precedes them, creating an immediate shift in energy that draws attention without demanding it. This magnetic quality stems from their complete comfort with their own body and their understanding of how physical presence affects social dynamics. Their gestures flow naturally from their center, never appearing forced or theatrical, and their eye contact balances engagement with appropriate reserve. Even their sitting posture reflects this training, maintaining elegant lines whether in a boardroom chair or a casual cafe setting. Finally, we examine the critical importance of impeccable maintenance and attention to detail in creating a consistently expensive appearance. The secret weapon of those who always look costly lies not in their wardrobe's price tags, but in their obsessive attention to the condition of every item they own. Their white garments remain pristine through careful storage, professional cleaning, and strategic wearing choices that minimize exposure to stains and wear. Their leather goods maintain their shape and finish through regular conditioning, proper storage, and rotation that prevents overuse of any single piece. Even their grooming reflects this attention to detail, with manicures that favor classic shapes and neutral tones over trendy colors and elaborate designs. Their shoes receive professional maintenance, ensuring that soles remain intact, leather stays supple, and overall appearance suggests quality rather than neglect. This maintenance extends to their living spaces, vehicles, and even their digital presence, where every element reflects the same standard of care and attention. The wealthy understand that luxury is not a purchase but a lifestyle choice that requires constant cultivation and refinement. The art of appearing expensive without explicit wealth display requires mastering these 7 fundamental principles: emotional composure that commands respect, deliberate movement that suggests confidence, color choices that whisper rather than shout, tailoring that creates perfect proportions, visual simplicity that focuses attention on quality rather than quantity, posture that commands any space, and maintenance standards that preserve excellence over time. These elements work together to create what luxury consultants call the authenticity effect, where individual presence becomes more compelling than any material possession. The most important aspect of this transformation lies not in changing who you are, but in refining how you present the best version of yourself to the world. True elegance comes from understanding that your presence should be gift enough for any room you enter. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to transform your understanding of luxury living, because building an influential channel requires your immediate action.